Shake takes it home with a dunk.
Let's go. Good game, man.
19-21, Shake. I'll take that. That was back and forth. That was nice.
Hey, LD hitting shots from the Rise courts. Great game.
Great game.
Sweating over here.
You know, this is what it is. Close competition between Rise and Elite, and there's going to be so much more of it this summer. Shake, before we sign off, what has it meant to you throughout the year to be an affiliation leader in 2K24 and your journey as a 2K content creator? What has this year specifically meant to you?
This year was like a culmination of everything that I've put forth for this community for the last 10 years. It's been a phenomenal opportunity. I'm still humbled, and I'm still very appreciative of the friendships that I've made over the years. And I wish this for everybody. I wish anybody to, experience an opportunity like this. I can't be the only one over time, man. I just want this to be something for the whole community to look forward to. This was something phenomenal for me. And at the end of the day, I just wish the best for this community. So that's all I can say about it.
Absolutely. And now we're going to turn the cameras off and we're going to run that right back because I ain't going out on a loss like that. So we'll see you back on the Got Next spot right now, Shake. Right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's good, NBA 2K TV? This is Kevin Cruz, and my favorite feature in NBA 2K24 has been the introduction of
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And a one-game homestand for Atlanta as the Hawks will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
And I think for the Hawks, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Yeah, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. They've got Morris, Carson out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Dennis Smith, and it's Shepard in at the shooting guard. Now here is Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Barons. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Oh, we get to see, Brent, 2 of the league's strongest backcourts tonight. And this is probably the kind of game that suits your taste, am I right?
Oh, I love it. I love it, Kevin. This game is going to come down to guard play. It's not just about the backcourt scoring. It's just as much about that strong perimeter defense.
Shooting 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
His first, team's first.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Now, here is Young. Inside. Shepard, that's good.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
Here's Young. The dish to Murray. Passes to Okongwu. Smith against Young. Okongwu. Morris with the rebound. Down low. Here's Carson for Murray. And Morris throws it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Carson. Morris, left side. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Anunoby against Markkanen. That shot, no good. Smith with the defensive effort.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Morris passes to Smith. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Carson. That one good for 2.
The more and more you play with your teammates, the more you're aware of where they are, and Lauri Markkanen does a great job there.
Murray kicks to Young. Lets a floater go, and they pick up 2.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Markkanen for 3. Smith. A rebound by Young. Pass to Anunoby. And here's Young. Now the pass to Green. Floats one up. Shot's good from Young.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore. What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
Unbelievable. Just a walking bucket. And there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down.
And Baltimore going with a whole new group out there.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Pass to Bufkin. Back to Okongwu. Can't cash in from close range.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Pass to Fultz. Here's Bufkin. Baltimore with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the basket by Vassell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Okongwu. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Back to Okongwu. 6 to shoot. Here's Fultz. The rebound by Medu. Here are the Barons. They're on a 16-7 run. Thomas outside. That shot missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Bufkin. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The officials are all over that one.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Barons making a change here. Champagne's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Griffin's checked in for Atlanta. Fultz against Thomas. Fultz dishes to Griffin. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Medu. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And that one's good. Champagny.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The pass to Bay. He dishes it to Okongwu. Fultz the pass to Bay. Sinks the triple.
Encouraging to see Saddiq Bey just stay this confident and looking for that shot off the catch.
Vassell finds Thomas. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Thomas got 5 now.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And so it's Baltimore ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here's Young. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Griffin out there with Anunoby, and it's Green in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Teams first.
Murray right side. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Murray's got his first points in this one.
Murray with a great change of pace, ball on a string. That's a great play.
And now Young running the floor all by himself.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there was quite a bit of shakeup in the Hawks front office last season amid rumors of discord. DeJounte Murray said, "There's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, winning takes care of it all. So we need to control what we can control, continue to come together as brothers, and try to go out and win basketball games." Kevin, back to you.
All right, that's all they can do. David, thanks. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. To the middle. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 4 points this quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Baltimore?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And it's Baltimore on the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
By this time of the season, I think it's fair, Greg, to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition?
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Will it go? Offensive rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Anunoby kicks to Young. And the wide open shot from Griffin. A three-pointer, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing Nothing falling right now.
The frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
His first, team second. Now into the lineup for your Hawks, Bufkin.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside, Green. Here's Bufkin, covered by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks again can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Just attacking the basket right there. Smith Jr. goes up strong every time he gets in there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Green. Bay comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Bogdanovich in for Griffin. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for Baltimore, they've started the way we expected. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams. Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Barons. And you look at Bogdanovich, the Serbian sharpshooter, so skilled.
Yeah, Bogdanovich is a guy, Greg, that does just a great job of playing off the ball. He knows that's his role. He's got to find opportunities to get into space and be ready to knock things down. But it does not take away from that effort he gives you defensively. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now Murray. Here's Bufkin. Here's Okongwu. Morris with the block. Here's Shepard. Atlanta with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the Hawks making a change here. Fultz is checked in, and the Barons making a change here. Okongwu, the pass to Bay.
Stay here.
6 on the shot clock. Baltimore with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Vassell. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Now, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. And that one is hammered home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the basket by Vassell.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the shot goes in. Bufkin's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Markkanen, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Bogdanovich. That one rolling around and rims out. Medu passes to Morris. takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Morris has got 12.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
With 1 on the clock.
Markkanen putting some work in on the defensive end, just outworking the shooter and closing out.
And so it's Baltimore in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Looking at the Barons, Kenny, give us your take.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. These guys were improvising when they should have making the next pass, but hey, not looking good out there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so here's Atlanta, setting the floor for the Barons. We've got Devin Vassell, Carson out there with Morris. Then there's Markkanen, and it's Shepard in at the shooting guard position. Murray, no good. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive and talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Vassell, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His second.
And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
Pass to Green. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Murray, no good.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Passes it to Shepard. And stolen by Okongwu. Young from outside. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So accurate. And he comes up with the deuce.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the shot goes in.
Defensively, you're trying to prevent DeJounte from getting to the rim, but he can counter. That mid-range becomes deadly.
Count that one. Shepard's got 10 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Murray, the pass to Green. Dishes it to Young. Back to Green. Murray kicks to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Baltimore with the rebound. Morris has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Back to Okongwu. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
A floater. They get it back. Morris, no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Shoots over Vassell. Oh, and here comes Markkanen all alone. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Outside for Murray. Young looking it over. Second shot opportunity. Baltimore with the rebound.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Shepard. Baltimore getting another chance here. Here's Vassell. And that one's drained from the low block. Vassell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And practice is paying off. Vassell has worked so hard to get his shooting dialed in.
Here's Atlanta now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Vassell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young. Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a 1-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player for the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
Thomas passes to Morris. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 16. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Baltimore.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
That one's not going to go. Atlanta with the ball. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Bogdanovich needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
Here's Vassell. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Vassell's got 12 points here in the second half. Vassell against Fultz. Vassell grabs the board.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Fultz. To the paint, here's Green. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. The three. Good on the three-point shot. Aldama's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And the basket by Vassell.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Devin Vassell has been on display for Baltimore. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Griffin out there with Butler. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Bufkin in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Murray's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Ball against Vassell. Shoots over Vassell. Paul can't get it to go.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
And the basket by Vassell.
Oh, aggressive defense. And Vassell doesn't let it bother him at all. Gets right through the contact.
Hawks passing it around. Here's Bufkin. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. The Hawks making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Smith has checked in. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Griffin looking around. Atlanta again missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Hey, Brent, in general, as we widen the lens here, what do you think current NBA teams should do better?
Well, it's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see how with the defensive 3-second rule sort of disappearing, how many more coaches are able to implement combinations of zone defenses. They're going to take away what it is that a team likes to do in the half court of their execution. Along with that, certainly clock management and timeouts, maybe more usage of their actual roster going a little bit deeper during the regular season to explore those kind of tactics. And don't forget about all those experiments. They could happen in the G League as well.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Griffin. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. Ray the pass to Medu. They grab their own miss. Murray outside. Pass to Ray. Second chance shot. And stolen by Okongwu. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Now here's Paul. Outside Butler. Okongwu with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Smith finds Murray. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
The shot's good from Paul.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Outside Griffin. Down low. Here's Krejci. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Krejci's got his first 2 points.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Murray, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Butler feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Paul. Back to Butler for 3. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Dennis Smith Jr. is shifty, but really what it comes down to, he's got a great burst, and that helped him out that time.
The free throw drops for Smith. Hey, Brent, in recent years, we've seen the rise of sports analytics conventions. pro basketball negotiation competitions. I mean, they're really digging deep.
Well, they're not only digging deep, Kevin, but they're giving a tremendous opportunity to a swath of people that never thought they'd be part of the NBA. Look, if you're not 6'8" with a 35-inch vertical, that doesn't mean that you still don't have a place at the table in the NBA. If you study hard enough, or you can make contributions to what the business side of basketball is all about.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Green, he's checked in for Okongwu. Baltimore making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Lets it go from 14. Baltimore with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And Fultz is a capable shooter. I like seeing him get going here in that mid-range.
And it's Griffin with the rebound. Here's Green. Back to Young. Shoots it. Carson grabs the board. Carson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Thomas. Misses from close range. Here's Fultz. Aldama with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Baltimore.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And he makes the first. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Anunoby kicks to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. To the middle. Over to the wing. 3 on the clock. Here's Fultz. Atlanta again missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Corner shot. Rebound by the Hawks. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The 11-footer. The shot will not fall.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And the basket by Thomas.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's Bufkin. And so the Barons take the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.